Austria, a country where timeless beauty meets rich tradition, is home to some of Europe's most stunning women. From the grand palaces of Vienna to the fairy tale village of Hallstatt, every corner offers a new wonder. Did you know that Austria is also the birthplace of musical legends like Mozart and Beethoven? Ready to discover what makes this enchanting country so irresistible? Let's start. But first, let's take a look at what makes the women of Austria some of the most beautiful in all of Europe. Number 20. The most beautiful women in Central Europe. Austrians are generally of average height. The average Austrian man is about 1.80 m, while women tend to average 1.66 m. Both men and women commonly have blue or green eyes. Austrian women are often described as petite, with smaller facial features, fair to light brown skin, and blonde hair, which can resemble traits seen in Germans or Swedes. In Vienna, older and middle-aged people often appear serious, while younger individuals, especially those aged 18 to 25, are more likely to smile. Young people seem confident in front of the camera and often look happy and healthy. People in Vienna tend to appear well-dressed and prosperous, though the atmosphere can feel more reserved and competitive compared to nearby Prague. Tattoos and piercings are common in Austria, and people from various backgrounds often choose to express themselves through body art. Society is diverse, and personal choices about appearance are generally accepted without judgment. You'll see many young, stylish individuals and people of all body types in Vienna. Speaking of beauty, have you ever wondered what makes the town of Hallstatt so captivating? You won't believe what makes this lakeside gem so special. Number 19. Hallstatt, the most beautiful lakeside town in the world. Hallstatt, a charming town in Austria's Salzkammergut region, is one of Europe's oldest with around 1,000 residents. Its picturesque beauty attracts visitors, but during off-peak seasons, few shops and restaurants are open, making hotel bookings essential. The town is known for its higher living costs. Hallstatt is also famous for its salt, with the world's oldest salt mine, dating back 7,000 years, playing a significant role in the town's history. While salt production is no longer the main industry, many visitors buy salt as a souvenir. A highlight of the town is the Heritage Museum, which showcases artifacts like ancient mining tools and Iron Age jewelry. Would you like to visit? Share your thoughts in the comments. But what about the cultural legacy of Austria? Let's take a look at its musical history. Number 18. The birthplace of classical music. Austria has long been known as the birthplace of great composers, including Johann Strauss, the king of waltzes in the 18th and 19th centuries. Vienna was a major musical hub, home to legendary figures like Mozart, Beethoven, and Brahms. Their legacies live on in the city's theaters. Salzburg, too, is renowned for live music, especially during the annual Salzburg Festival. The city offers concerts year-round at historic venues, and smaller festivals take place throughout the year. Austria's love for music is felt in every town, with many visiting bands and choirs eager to perform in the land that inspired so many masterpieces. While Austria's rich musical legacy resonates through its streets, there's another art form that holds just as much cultural weight, one that keeps the locals coming back for more. Could the answer lie in a cup of coffee? Number 17. Coffee culture in Austria. In Vienna, coffee drinking is a cherished tradition, recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. Cafes are public living rooms where people relax, drink coffee, eat pastries, and read newspapers. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, many cafes were popular meeting places for artists and intellectuals, shaping what is now known as the coffeehouse culture. Viennese coffee, especially the Einspanner, black coffee topped with cream and powdered sugar, is a specialty, always served with water and pastries. The cafes vary in style, but all feature elegant interiors, from classic tablecloths to chandeliers, creating a romantic atmosphere that connects visitors to the past. Now that you've had a taste of Austrian tradition, let's explore Vienna's stunning architecture. Before exploring, I have a special 10-second request for all of you listening. If you can help me in any way, just hit the notification bell and hit that subscribe button. It helps this channel so much, and if you do that, I will do everything I can to make this show even better for you. Deal? Number 16. Unique architecture in Vienna. In Vienna, residents are responsible for disposing of trash in green bins. Glass bottles go in green-lidded bins, and paper and plastic waste in yellow-lidded bins. The city is known for its stunning architecture, with many buildings featuring elegant shades of white and reflecting a blend of historical and aesthetic charm. Vienna's centuries-old structures remain majestic, unchanged by time. A prime example is the Austrian Parliament building on Ring Street, considered one of the most beautiful parliamentary buildings in the world. Designed by a Danish architect between the year 1873 and the year 1883, it was damaged during World War II but restored to its original design in the year 1956. Nearby, you'll find the Vienna City Hall, with the Austrian flag flying proudly above both buildings. The red and white flag, dating back to the 12th century, is one of the oldest in use today. Vienna's architecture is a masterpiece, but what if I told you the city's design extends far beyond its grand buildings? The conveniences hidden in plain sight could change how you experience everyday life in this beautiful city. Number 15. Many wonderful amenities. In Austria, convenient weight measuring devices are located near bus stations, and free drinking water stations are available, cooled by solar energy. These stations offer ice-cold water that often tastes better than bottled water, providing a refreshing alternative. Since Vienna is one of Europe's most expensive cities, using these free stations instead of buying water, especially on weekends when stores are closed, can save money. Kiosks at subway stations often sell half-liter bottles for around €1.50, with prices quickly rising. Dog owners also use these stations to hydrate their pets. Additionally, public cooling fountains, commonly found in many warm climates, are available for people to cool off on hot days, making Vienna's summer weather more bearable. So with all these perks, it's no wonder that Vienna is often ranked as the world's most livable city. But what exactly makes it so special? Number 14. The most livable city. In the year 2024, Vienna was ranked the most livable city in the world by several research organizations, maintaining a top 5 spot for several years. In the year 2018, it was even named the best city globally. Vienna competes closely with Zurich, both cities standing out as examples of high livability. Despite Austria's small size, it has a rich, historic past and is known for its safety. Violent crime is infrequent, and responsible pet ownership practices help ensure a peaceful environment. The city is also exceptionally clean, with residents carefully sorting waste into color-coded bins. Public spaces are kept free of litter, with even cigarette butts disposed of in designated bins. Safety is supported by regular police patrols, which contribute to a sense of security for both locals and visitors alike. Would you like to live in Austria? Now, Vienna's convenience doesn't just end at safety and cleanliness. Its transportation system is incredibly smooth. Want to know how easy it is to get around? Number 13. Smooth transportation system. Vienna's transportation system is efficient and well organized. The city airport train quickly takes you from the airport to the city center in 16 minutes for €11.50. A more affordable option is the S7 train, which runs around the city. Some trains may be older, requiring passengers to open doors themselves. Tickets are purchased at entrances, as there are no turnstiles. The U-Bahn subway system is widely used, marked by blue U signs. For short trips, trams are a convenient option, covering almost every street. A single ride costs €3, but a weekly pass is cheaper. Taxis are expensive, with fares reaching up to €50 for short trips, so they are not recommended for those from countries with lower currencies. And for those who enjoy a bit of adventure, Austria has some surprising attractions. Number 12. Europe's largest brothel supermarket. Fun Motel is a large establishment with 147 rooms, designed to host 1,000 guests daily. It includes facilities such as a bus section, a parking lot for 350 cars, and a 3-meter-high wall for privacy. The project costs over $19 million and is led by entrepreneur Peter Lascaris, who has experience in the hospitality industry. Lascaris views the hotel as a way to introduce new concepts to the modern hospitality sector. Fun Motel offers a variety of services, including hotel accommodations, beauty salons, and gyms. The development company, 8 Quadrant Developers, believes its services and affordable prices will appeal to a broad range of customers. However, some locals have raised concerns about potential risks related to the project's impact on the community. What are your thoughts on this initiative? Speaking of living in Austria, did you know that the average income here is among the highest in the world? Number 11. High average income. Austria is one of the wealthiest countries in the world, ranked 14th in the year 2024, with an average annual income of around $60,000. The country has a strong economy, excelling in manufacturing and branding with global companies like Red Bull, Spar, and Swarovski based there. People in Austria typically earn between $4,200 to $5,300. Supermarkets in Austria, especially in Vienna, are closed on weekends, so it's important to plan for groceries. Car prices in Vienna can be high, with new Toyotas ranging from $21,400 to $32,100, and luxury models like Mercedes and BMW between $32,100 to $64,200. However, used cars are often available at lower prices. Apartments in Vienna are generally small, with a one-bedroom averaging 45 square meters and renting for around $1,600. A two-bedroom apartment typically costs over $2,100 per month. To live comfortably in Austria, a net monthly income of $3,200 is needed for a single person, and $5,300 for a family of 4. What are your thoughts on this income level? Number 10. Direct and blunt personalities. Austrians tend to value directness in communication, especially when it comes to addressing concerns or providing feedback. While indirect communication is common in some cultures, Austrians often prefer to speak frankly, especially when they believe honesty is important. For example, if you ask an Austrian, "Do I look fat in this?" you might receive a very straightforward answer, if that's the truth, because they prioritize being truthful over being overly polite. This directness is not intended to be offensive, but is simply a cultural difference. Compared to other cultures, this straightforward style might seem blunt, but it's generally meant as honest feedback rather than criticism or discrimination. If you're loving this journey through Austria, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to uncover more hidden gems from around the world, hit that subscribe button. Number 9. Horse carriages in the city. When sitting somewhere in Austria and observing your surroundings, you might suddenly spot horse-drawn carriages appearing in the flow of traffic. Horse-drawn carriages are especially famous in Vienna, where the coachmen offer tourists guided tours of the city, providing information about landmarks while riding in the carriage. These horse-drawn tours have a long history dating back to the 17th century, and they have become an iconic part of Central European culture. However, it's important to note that the horses often endure physical strain as part of this tradition. The streets of Vienna are designed to accommodate a variety of transport, with dedicated lanes for bicycles and pedestrians. While most of these lanes are safe, cyclists speeding through bike lanes can pose a risk to pedestrians or anyone using scooters, which can be dangerous for both parties. And when it comes to culture and tradition, Vienna has some surprising historical elements, one of which involves a figure who might surprise you. Ready to learn about the house where Adolf Hitler was born? Number 8. The house where Hitler was born. Brno am, near the German border, is the birthplace of Adolf Hitler. He was born in a 3-story, beige brick house on April the 20th, the year 1889, but his family moved when he was just 3. Hitler briefly returned in the year 1938. After World War II, the house was returned to its original owners and became a public library. In the year 1972, the Austrian government took control of the property to prevent neo-Nazi activities and rented it out. The building, once associated with the Nazi regime, was turned into a cultural center with a library and exhibition. Today, its current owner Gerlinde Dahm is suing the Austrian government as they plan to convert the building into a police station. From dark history to everyday quirks, Austria also has its share of unusual habits. For example, did you know that air conditioning is quite rare in this country? Number 7. Air conditioning is rare. In Austria, where the weather is rarely hot, air conditioning is often seen as unnecessary. Most hotels don't have it, and many Austrians consider it a luxury, a waste of energy, and potentially harmful to health due to temperature differences. Installing air conditioning is expensive and complicated, requiring professional service and certification. The cost for purchase, installation, and maintenance can reach $2,625. In some areas, strict regulations prevent exterior units, requiring them to be placed on roofs or the ground, which increases the cost even further. Number 6. College is a lifelong endeavor. Another interesting aspect of Austria's education system is that university tuition is highly affordable or even waived for certain students, and people of all ages can attend university. It is not unusual to have older classmates, including retirees, who decide to pursue further education to refresh their knowledge or learn new skills that can be applied in different areas of life. As you might expect, Austria is a nation with some interesting policies. Number 5. Dog tax. In Austria, dog owners are required to pay a dog tax, which applies regardless of the dog's breed. The tax rates vary by city, but on average, owners pay about $76.32 per year for the first dog and $111.30 for each additional dog. Failure to comply with the tax regulations can result in significant fines. Number 4. The official language is German. The official language of Austria is German. A significant portion of the population speaks Bavarian. German, Italian, and Hungarian are also commonly spoken, and approximately 2% of the population speaks Turkish, while another 2% speaks Serbian and Bosnian. These minority communities often speak their native languages alongside German. Statistics show that around 82% of the Austrian population is of Austrian descent and speaks German. When you walk around, you will notice that most signs in the city are written in German, reflecting the widespread use of this language. Now, if you think Austria is all about city life, wait until you learn about a unique Austrian tradition, skiing. Number 3. Most Austrians know how to ski. In Austria, children are introduced to skiing at a young age, often accompanying their parents to ski resorts. As they reach school age, skiing becomes a formal part of their education. Austrian athletes are frequently top medalists at world and European championships. While skiing can be an expensive sport, many Austrians still engage with it yearly, and the sport holds significant cultural importance, on par with football, with many people watching major ski competitions together. And if you're wondering about how Austrians sleep, you might be in for a surprise. They don't always use bed sheets like you might think. Ready for this twist? Number 2. Bed sheets are rarely used. An interesting aspect of Austrian hospitality is that hotel rooms often feature a neatly folded blanket, but the bed itself may not be covered with a top sheet. While bed sheets are used in many homes, it's not uncommon for some people to prefer just a blanket, particularly in certain regions or hotels. If you're planning to live in Austria and are unfamiliar with this, you might want to prepare for different bedding arrangements during your stay. From bedding habits to wine culture, Austria is renowned for its incredible wine production. Curious to learn more about what makes Austrian wines so special? Number 1. Austria produces and consumes a lot of delicious wine. Austria is one of the top 15 wine exporting countries and among the 10 largest wine consumers per capita. The stunning riverbanks of the Wagram Valley offer wines with earthy flavors and breathtaking views. There are 35 types of wine approved in Austria, however. Most Austrian wines focus on Grüner Veltliner, Zweigelt, and Blaufränkisch. Grüner Veltliner is considered a wine with an herbal, slightly sour taste with a hint of spiciness. It is often compared to Sauvignon Blanc due to its green pepper and pea pod notes. Most Gruner Veltliner wines are affordably priced. Zweigelt, the most widely grown red grape in Austria, produces light red wines similar to Grenache or Gamay and is typically not aged in oak due to the cool climate. Zweigelt wines have a slightly tannic finish. Decanting them for about an hour before drinking enhances their flavor, and their aftertaste can develop into richer fruit notes such as black cherries and raspberries. If Austria has left you speechless, imagine where we'll take you next. Hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated with our next exploration. If you found today's video interesting, don't hesitate to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Your support is very important to us. Be sure to check out the next video appearing on your screen. You're sure to love the content we bring. Please leave a comment about which country you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for watching, and see you in the latest video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.